Hi, I welcome you all in this unique initiative by YuktMind, wherein we are covering a daily newspaper that is the Hindu within just 10 minutes. So let's get started with today's newspaper. So the first news is regarding upgraded X-ray machines to fast-track baggage check at airports by the end of this year. Regulatory Authority for Civil Aviation Security in India, Bureau of Civil Aviation Security, that is BCAS, has ordered all major airports in the country to upgrade from X-ray machines by the end of 2023. It mandated the use of latest technology so that passengers will not have to remove electronic devices such as laptops, mobile phones, and chargers during screening of handbags. So, all this has come in the wake of in recent months, a lot of congestion was seen in airports such as Delhi, Mumbai, and Bangalore. It was witnessed during December last year when the country recorded the highest number of domestic travelers since COVID 19 during the holiday season. Government officials found shortcomings in the security infrastructure deployed by airports, leading to longer queues. So, what are the recommended actions by BCAS? The BCAS has made adoption of CTX, an X-ray baggage inspection system based on computer tomography, for screening of cabin and hand baggage mandatory for all airports with more than 50 lakh annual passenger traffic by December 31st, 2023. While the traditional X-ray machines currently used at airports produce a 2D image, newer technologies such as CT produce a 3D image with a higher resolution and have better automated detection of explosives. The BCAS has also made deployment of full body scanners mandatory at airports with more than 1 crore passenger per annum. This will do away with strip searches and invasive pat downs and enhance the capability of detecting non metallic threat objects such as liquid, gel, or plastic contraband like explosives and inflammable items that can be concealed on the human body. The transportation of drugs can also be stopped with a full body scanner. Now we move on to our second news. In this news, Coca-Cola has agreed to hand over Plachimada property uh, to government. So this can be used as an example in your ethics paper or in your essays. So Plachimada was a place of protest against Coca-Cola factory in 2000s and later on also after the locals accused it of depleting and polluting water sources. So in 2010, a high power committee had found that the company, that is Coca-Cola, had caused damages amounting to rupees 216 crores and was liable to pay compensation to the affected people. So the third news is about an interesting article written by Suhasini Heather, wherein she says that LOC agreement of 2007 deserves a relook. So, in the article, she mentions that in a book completed shortly before his passing, former Special Envoy Satinder Lamba made several revelations about the India Pakistan dialogue process. Lamba confirmed that the agreement on the line of control, that is LOC in Kashmir, was indeed ready to be signed by then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and Pakistan President General Musharraf. But the standoff with the judiciary that erupted in Pakistan in 2007 and the Mumbai 2611 attacks in 2008 in India came in the way of effectively uh, implementing it or reviving it further. The agreement was based on one simple idea that the line of control has to be respected like a normal border between the two countries. It included free flow of trade, ending cross border terrorism, respect for human rights, and bringing down military presence, but not demilitarization on both sides of the LSE. The fact is that despite the precariousness of the situation within Jammu and Kashmir, the LOC has been more or less stable for more than half a century. So she recommends that it is a threat to India from China at the line of actual control, that is LAC, that is more likely to continue to be India's bigger challenge. And as a result, India's need for a more stable line of control, that is LOC, grows to avoid a two front military engagement. Now we move on to our fourth news. So today we are celebrating Earth Day. So Earth Day special. The 300 rupees crore Chengalpattu Botanical Garden (CBG) at Kadampur village in Chengalpattu district by Tamil Nadu government is to be spread across 138 hectares and will be India's largest botanical garden. The exact number of botanical gardens India is not known. The published number ranges from 10 to 35. India is among the countries with a high diversity of plants and animals, with an estimated 18,000 to 20,000 plant species. Plants are the structural foundations of our diverse ecological communities that feed us, provide us with nutrition and medicine, mitigate climate change, enrich our spirits, and secure us against an uncertain future. Now we move on to our fifth news. Changlang in Arunachal Pradesh, India's easternmost district, on Friday, that is, on the occasion of Civil Services Day, received the Prime Minister's Award for Excellence in Public Administration for its innovative New Age Learning Center, that is NALC. So, Sunny K. Singh, the district's deputy commissioner who conceptualized the center, received the award given in the category of innovation. NALC is a flexible, futuristic, leisure learning space cum library set up in a part of the Meow subdivisional office to enable people from all age groups to learn and improve every aspect of their personality. This example can be used in essay, paper 2, and ethics paper as one of the examples wherein civil servants can contribute for betterment of society. Now we move on to our sixth news. So, UN's World Meteorological Organization, that is WMO, has come up with a report and it has reported that there's a great melting of glaciers. The world's glaciers melted at dramatic speed last year, and saving them is effectively a lost cause. The UN report on Friday claimed such. So according to the report, the last 8 years have been the warmest ever recorded, while concentrations of greenhouse gases such as dioxide hit new peaks. In Antarctica, sea ice fell to its lowest extent on record, and the melting of some European glaciers was literally off the charts, as pointed out by WMO. The report said sea levels are also at a record high, having risen by an average of 4.62 millimeters per year between 2013 and 22, double the rate it was between 1993 and 2002. Record high temperatures were recorded in the oceans, where around 90% of the heat trapped on Earth by greenhouse gases ends up. So, the 2015 Paris Agreement saw countries agree to cap global warming at well below 2 degrees Celsius, above average level measured between 1850 and 1900, and 1.5 degrees Celsius if possible. However, the sad news is the global mean temperature in 2022 was 1.15 degrees Celsius above the 1850 to 1900 average, as pointed out by WMO report. The concentration of carbon dioxide reached 415.7 parts per million globally, or 149% of the pre-industrial, that is 1750 level, while methane reached 262% and nitrous oxide hit 124%. The world's reference glaciers, those for which long term observations exist, saw on an average thickness loss of more than 1.3 meters between October 21 and October 22, a loss much larger than the average over the last decade. The cumulative thickness loss since 1970 amounts to almost 30 meters. So, what is the way forward? The means to battle climate change are becoming more affordable, with green energy becoming cheaper than fossil fuels, while the world is developing better mitigation methods. As per the WMO Secretary General Pitari Talas, the planet is no longer headed towards 3.3 to 5 degrees Celsius warming, as forecast in 2014, but now we are on track for 2.5 to 3 degrees Celsius warming. So, in the best case, we would still be able to reach 1.5 degrees Celsius, which would be the best for welfare of mankind and the biosphere and global economy. So, the seventh news is taken from explained page of the Indian Express. It explains what is the Assam Arunachal Pradesh border dispute over which the state's chief minister signed an MOU. On 20th April 2023, Assam Chief Minister and Arunachal Chief Minister signed a memorandum of understanding over the long standing border dispute between the two states. The two states share a roughly 800-kilometer long border. The disputed areas the MOU deals with are 123 border villages, which span 12 districts of Arunachal Pradesh and 8 districts of Assam. So, how old is the border dispute between Assam and Arunachal Pradesh? Before Northeast Frontier Agency or NEFA, former name of what is now Arunachal Pradesh, was carved out of Assam in 1954, a subcommittee headed by then Assam Chief Minister Gopinath Badloi has made a set of recommendations in relation to the administration of NEFA and submitted a report in 1951. So, in line with the recommendation of this report, around 3,648 kilometers of the plain area of Balipara and Sadia foothills were transferred from Nefa to Assam's then Darang and Lakhimpur districts. So, when Arunachal Pradesh was made a union territory in 1972, it contended that several forested tracts in the plains that had traditionally belonged to hill tribal chiefs and communities were unilaterally transferred to Assam. Arunachal Pradesh became a state on 20th February 1987 with a disputed 1129-kilometer border with China's Tibet Autonomous Region in the north at the McMahon Line. So, what were the past efforts to resolve this issue? In April 1979, a high powered tripartite committee was constituted to delineate the boundary on the basis of Survey of India maps, as well as discussions with both sides. While around 489 kilometers of the 1800-kilometer demarcated by 1983-1984, further demarcation could not take place because Arunachal did not accept the recommendations and claimed several kilometers of the 3,648 square kilometer, which was transferred to Assam in line with the 1951 report. To resolve the dispute between the states, the Apex Court appointed a local boundary commission in 2006, headed by a retired Supreme Court judge. So, to what extent has the issue been resolved? The dispute over 37 of these 123 villages had been resolved on July 15, 2022 itself with the signing of the Namsai Declaration between the both chief ministers, where they agreed in principle over them. This effectively reduced the number of disputes to be resolved to 86. Now, through the MOU, the dispute over another 34 villages has been amicably resolved. So, according to the MOU, both the state governments agree that no new claim area or village will be added in the future beyond these 123 villages. It also states that both the state governments agree to effectively prevent any new encroachment in the border areas and that they agree that the MOU is full and final in respect to the 123 villages. Thank you for watching this video. You can visit us at www.yuktmind.com. You can also follow us on our Twitter handle, Instagram ID, and Telegram channel. And please remember, there's more where it came from. So I'll see you in the next video.